Are we witnessing one of the biggest scams perpetuated on the American public unraveling in real time right before our eyes? That's the question that I was thinking to myself while I was having a conversation with one of my colleagues. We were talking about Microsoft's recent list of the 40 most vulnerable jobs at risk of being eliminated through AI. And it also listed the 40 jobs that were the safest from risk from AI. And when we were reviewing the list, she made the comment that this really requires me to rethink some of the decisions that I've made in terms of my major. And I'm sure there are a lot of people that are coming through college and also have built careers that are at that same spot. How did we get here and what do I need to do to pivot? Because think about it, entire generations of us have been brought into the world of work with the messaging that we need to go to college, get degrees, get multiple degrees so that we can build successful lives for ourselves. That's the story that all of our boomer parents told us, right? Don't go learn a trade. Don't learn how to be a mechanic or anything like that. Don't do anything that involves your hands. You need to do the things that make you irreplaceable, and that's becoming a knowledge worker and getting a college degree. How's that working out? Because in the age of AI, it's the white collar worker that's going to be decimated by AI taking over. And you have to think through, who does that benefit? What we're looking at right now is an interesting crossroads in the history of man. And when you think about it from a historical perspective, at least the era of kings, lords, and serfs was honest about the exchange. The serfs toiled the land, and most of the products of their labor were kicked up to the lords of the land, and then the lords kicked it up to the king. And that exchange guaranteed you protection if you were a serf. So there was an exchange, although it was a quite unfair one, there was at least some benefit. What are we seeing today? The average employee is the serf, and we are being squeezed from a productivity perspective over and over again. And in fact, if you look at the modern day kings, the billionaire tech bros that are out there, they are pushing their employees for more and more output to feed their AI engines so that they can build a kingdom that doesn't require the serfs. The AI does all the work while the king actually benefits from all of the revenue. And what happens to everybody else? The what happens to everybody else is the question that we all have to think about when we're considering, were we all part of a massive scam? We've spent generations being told that knowledge work is the way that we advance society, is we advance our station, is how we improve our lives. And right now we are looking at a scenario where the ultra wealthy richest among us are manipulating things and buying resources at a level that is unheard of. There are people that are being offered billion-dollar compensation packages to help push their AI to the next level so the tech oligarchs can reap all of the benefits and the rest of us live in a dystopian future. The future that we're looking at is going to be quite interesting. And I, for one, don't think that the path that we're on is a particularly good one. When we're making a mad dash to win at AI at all costs without any consideration of the vast majority of workers that are in the world, that is a massive problem. And it's a problem that needs to be tackled immediately so that the scales aren't tipped too far in the direction of the oligarchs.